Heidi ho neighbors, Rado Goji here, and welcome to Welcome back to Let's Play Mega Man 5. Yeah, I know, I've been slacking again. It's been almost a month since I posted the last thing. I have some excuses this time. Yeah, pretty much that whole week after I last posted, Lego Batman 2 came out, and I basically played that to death. And then the week after that, I was actually out of state. I was in Ohio for the whole week, and when I got back, it was just laziness. And well, I basically made myself a schedule of stuff to do, like when I'm not working and stuff like that. Because I have this whole backlog of games that I want to get done. I don't know if I've mentioned that before, but I have a whole backlog of like 360 and Wii games and stuff like that that I just haven't beaten or haven't gotten around to playing really, but I really want to beat. I think I actually no, I did mention that like a year ago when I first started doing that. Well, anyway, like my backlog has gotten bigger, and I revised it a couple times, and now I have a um, and now I have like a new setup for the backlog and a schedule of which I can play the games and stuff. But I always have to make sure that I get at least one part of recording done every day, unless I'm opening at work. Um, then I got to make sure I get two parts done the day before because I really don't want to, like, if I get home from work, I'm not going to go back to recording. Anyway, other stuff I wanted to talk about. Yeah, we went that way this time. As I said last time, what I had done, the day I posted those Gain Ground videos, for those of you who didn't watch those, the main reason I posted those and not this that day was because of the fact that I spent a whole lot of time grinding for things. Mainly, I was grinding up the P chips to get our. I know that we had gone through like the space shooter part and everything before, but I decided to basically reload from the last save, grind up enough P chips to get the remaining items, and also fill up on energy tanks, weapon tanks. Well, when I actually started recording, a whole bunch of issues with save states came up and recording issues, as in I accidentally stopped the recording and started it again without saving the video that I'd done, and I really didn't want to have to go through like 3 hours of grinding again, because that's like literally what it. There we go. That's literally like how long it took for me to do all that. And I really didn't feel like going through that again, so what I decided to do was actually I put in a password this time around that gave me everything full up, so I didn't have to go through that again. But you've seen me get everything, so it's not like I'm cheating or anything like that. It's just I'm bypassing BS. See if I can get back into playing again. Oh, wow. Okay, I'm going to use an energy tank here. I don't remember if I had mentioned him before. This is Anchor from, he is one of the special extra bosses from the first Mega Man Game Boy game. He is incredibly easy as long as I remember to. Yeah, I'm not usually this bad at fighting him. This is like the first time I've played in a month, so. Once you get his like jumping pattern down and everything, he's fine. Basically, you shoot at him, and as you shoot at him, it hurts him, but he absorbs the shots and turns them into like this super shot that you can just easily jump over. Normally in Mega Man 1, you've got that weapon which is called the Mirror Buster for defeating him. But this is not that game. This is Mega Man 5. And we will be fighting all of the special bosses. From the other games. In the Wily space station. I just gotta remember to be careful. In fact, I should probably go ahead and save the state. I'm going to save it on slot 1 this time, and not slot 10, which is basically the state at the beginning of the video. The main reason I'm saving states is because once you get game over, you have to start over again at the beginning of this, because there's only one Wily stage, believe it or not. In fact, so close to the end of the game, I'm probably just going to go ahead and complete the game now. Yeah, I was kind of planning on doing it anyway. Now, I know each of these bosses does have a weakness. I looked them up before, but I can't remember what they were. I think this one was photon missile. Anyway, this is Quint. He is not one of the Mega Man hunters, as the other bosses are called. He is actually a Mega Man from an alternate future who was reprogrammed by Dr. Wily and given a ridiculous jackhammer pogo stick thing. And he was the special boss of Mega Man 2. Because Mega Man 2 actually involved time travel. And in Mega Man 2, once you defeated Quint, you would get his ridiculous pogo stick jackhammer thing. And atomic missile is his weakness. I'm just not hitting him in the right spot. You gotta hit him in the head in order for it to work. Alrighty. In fact, I'm going to go ahead and save the state again here. I'm showing myself saving the states. That way, I don't feel as bad for doing so, because I know I have 9 lives, but I really don't want to have to go through the entirety of Wily Castle again. I'm fairly sure that does save. Yeah, it does save after the end of every boss, so it's fine. But after you go, I believe after you go through each of the special Game Boy bosses, the Mega Man hunters and Quint, there's the obligatory boss rush after them, and then we're on to Wily. I totally forgot what I had done with the birds before. I remember there was something awesome that I was doing with the birds before, and I can't remember what it was. Also, Black Hole is actually a really good move to use. That's probably what it was Black Hole. Actually, I'm going to save it here and get that energy tank. Yeah, I'll save it. I'll save it with 8 lives instead of 9. It'll be worth it. Speaking of Black Hole. Black Hole, from what I understand, is actually Mercury's weakness. So that'll work out in the boss rush. Oh, one thing I did want to mention, because I didn't get it this time around. If you get game over and continue 4 times in a row, the game will actually, I guess, take pity on you or something, and give you like a rapid fire power-up. I found this out when I was grinding, because I was basically going through a level, then getting all the large peace chips I could, and then I killed myself off and continued. And after 4 continues, it'll give you like a rapid fire move. I don't have it now because I used a password, and the password doesn't save that. But it makes you shoot really fast, and you can get 2 of them. So if I had save stated correctly and we actually had the proper save, you would have seen the rapid fire. But alas, I don't have the rapid fire right now. This is Punk. I don't remember if this is meant to be his weakness too or not. No, it's not. I don't remember what his was. It's not that. It's definitely not Deep Digger. We don't have any blocks around. I'll try stuff. Is it Bubble Bomb? It looks to be Bubble Bomb. Yep, it's Bubble Bomb. If only Bubble Bomb weren't so impossible to aim. I really don't want to use another energy tank. I want to save as many energy tanks as I can for the boss. Oh, that's right, I did get another one. Well, that's completely justified then. Because I've gotten to the Wily boss. I've just never defeated the Wily boss. Okay, I'm gonna save it here. So basically to make up for the fact that I haven't been posting anything in a while, like I said, I'm going to be posting... That was cheap, and I'm not going to take that. Load game 1. I'm doing it that way. I don't want to push the F buttons, because last time I tried that, I was actually saving over State 10, which was the beginning of the video. That was also cheap, and I'm not going to take that. I had... F10 is apparently, I guess it's meant to be a stop recording button, because that's exactly what happened, and that's why I had issues. Oh, I saw a bubble bomb equipped. Oh, and we're at the last boss already. And I know for a fact that his is also photon missile. Because Quint and Ballad, who is this one? Or Ballad? I always called it Ballade because I didn't know how it was really pronounced, but I think because they're all... everything's named after some kind of music thing, I think it's Ballad. It just has an E at the end. I forgot exactly what... Well, I think Quint was the odd man out, because Mega Man 2 was made by a different developer than all the other ones. Or was developed by a different team at Capcom. Punk is named after, you know, punk rock. And Enker is actually named after Enka, which is a Japanese style of music. You know what? Screw it. Energy tank in it. Technically, I have 3 more refills. That's Super Tank, or Special Tank, I guess. Refills, life as well. I'm just gonna spawn them on top of them, hell. That was incredibly easy. Very risky, though. Those of you who have seen my LPs know that I normally go about the ignoramus way of defeating bosses, which is stand there and shoot at them, because I, 70% of the time I am not good at discerning boss patterns. That's useless. I'm sure glad I went that way. Oh no, more spikes. And another... I keep missing these break dash walls. It makes me sad. I think we're at the boss rush now, though. We are. I know we are a little... what's the word? I know we are cutting it a little short here, but I do want to save the boss rush and I guess the final bosses for the next video. So I'm not getting like a minute into it and then cutting it off. So when we come back, obligatory Mega Man boss rush. I've been Rado Goji, and I'll be here next time. Join me, won't you?